How's everybody doing? Welcome to the channel. Simplified Mobile Auto Repair. Got called out to this 1994 Toyota T100, the Terminator truck. Customer concern is that it has an EVAP code. I guess they told them it has a P0440, and we're here to do a diagnostic and see what's going on with it. So let's get to it. All right. So I got my tools here. I got my vacuum and my DVOM here. So this is the purge control valve here. All the lines look good. Okay, so this one comes in, comes out, and from here it goes into the intake manifold. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's remove this line. Then we're going to connect this vacuum gauge here to it. There shouldn't be any vacuum present when I turn it on. If there is something present, then that lets me know that the purge control valve is stuck. But let's take a look. So this is a stick. Oh, you know what? Forgot. Let me disconnect. We have to disconnect the sensor to make sure that it's not under control from the computer. So let's go ahead and disconnect this. That way we know there's definitely no control. Alright. Make sure it's in neutral. Go ahead and turn it on. Alright. Yep, there it is. As you guys can see, this valve is stuck open. It's sucking in vacuum. So we're going to go ahead and present my findings to the customer, let them know what's going on with it. I'm going to shut the vehicle off. Put it in gear. Alright, so as we can tell, the valve's definitely open. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my findings to the customer, and we'll see what he wants to do. And if you guys can tell, this is the original one. So let's go see what's going on. Alright, so spoke to the customer. They approved the repair for the purge control valve, or this is known as the EVAP VSV valve from Toyota. This is the original part number here, and I could not find it. I called all my part suppliers. The only part that came out that was somewhat close was this Dorman, which is 994021. So we're gonna try it and see if this is gonna work. First thing I want to do is I want to ohm this bad boy, because I believe the original one was anywhere between 30 to 40 ohms. So let's just ohm it, see where it's at. As long as it's within that same range, then we should be fine. That way it doesn't trigger anything with the ECM. Let's see. So I got these T-pins here. See if we can get in here. So we're looking anywhere between 30 and 40 ohms. Okay, it's bouncing around a lot here. Well, let me see if I can get this better. Try it here. Come on. once I get this right, we're looking about 35 ohms. Let's see. Come on. Alright, so 30.2 ohms. So it's within that value range. So let's try it and see if it works out. This is definitely not the part for this vehicle. It's for I believe a newer Toyota Camry. The connector looks the same. So let's connect this here. Alright, so I'm gonna zip tie this for this customer here, and it goes here. Okay, let's just zip tie it right here. Actually, I'm gonna put it through this little hole, that way we could bring it down a little bit lower. There we go, nice and tight. Leave this for now. Okay, so I'm going to remove this. This is the old one. I'll put it in the box here. I'm going to disconnect the battery to erase the codes, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to disconnect the negative terminal. I'm just going to leave it off for about a minute or two, and I'll come back and reconnect it. Alright, so now I'm going to reconnect this terminal. And then I'll just have the customer drive the vehicle and see what he tells me as far as if that code came back, which I hope it did not, because that was the issue. And it seems to be the correct connector and the correct ohm rating. So that's pretty much it. So if this helped you out, by all means give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, and I'll do a follow-up and let you guys know what's going on. All right, bye.